In this video, I'm going to talk about some of the places of biodiversity interest in Youghal. If you stand on the slob bank and look out over the estuary, you're looking at an area that's internationally important for nature conservation. Actually, this area is important twice over because it holds the Blackwater Estuary Special Protection Area, or SPA, and the Blackwater River Special Area of Conservation, or SAC. The SPA was set up under a piece of EU legislation called the Birds Directive, which aims to protect wild birds across Europe with a particular focus on migratory birds. The SAC was set up under the Habitats Directive, which aims to protect habitats and some plant and animal species too. On the National Parks and Wildlife Service website, npws.ie, if you click on Protected Sites, that will take you to a page where all the different types of protected sites in Ireland are listed. If you're interested in SPAs, you can just click on SPA to get a map of all the SPAs in Ireland. Then it's just a question of zooming in to one that you're interested in. And if you click on Site Details, you get to a page where you can find out lots of interesting information about, for example, the Blackwater Estuary SPA. Alternatively, you can search by county, for example. So put in a county Cork. In this case, click on SAC and then press Submit. And that will take you to a page that lists all the special areas of conservation in County Cork. If you click then, for example, on the Blackwater River Cork Waterford SAC, you'll get to a page with lots of information about that protected nature conservation site. Part of the Blackwater Estuary SPA is in County Cork, while the greater part is in County Waterford. For the Blackwater River SAC, on the other hand, most of the SAC is in County Cork. There's a good part in County Waterford, with a small part then in County Kerry, and even smaller parts in Limerick and County Tipperary. Blackwater Estuary was designated a special protection area in order to conserve 9 bird species in particular, including the redshank and the curlew seen here. The SPA also protects wetland habitats that the bird species depend on for their survival. Now, I said before that the SAC extends far beyond Youghal, and some of the habitats and species it's designated to protect aren't found in Youghal. And at Youghal, there's a lot of overlap between the SAC and the SPA. And at Youghal, many of the habitats protected by the SAC are coastal wetlands that are also protected by the SPA. The SAC is designated for the protection of the otter, a species that has been recorded in the Youghal area, and also for the protection of a number of fish species that could occur in the SAC at Youghal, at least at certain times of the year. Now, the SPA and the SAC are internationally important and designated under the Birds Directive and the Habitats Directive, respectively, and this protection is enshrined in Irish national law. There is another place in Youghal that's quite important from a nature conservation point of view, but some would say, unfortunately, it doesn't have the same level of protection as the SPA and the SAC, and that's Ballyvergan Marsh Proposed Natural Heritage Area. Among other things, Ballyvergan Marsh is valued for its bird life, and even quite early in the year, it's alive with the sound of birdsong. On the western outskirts of Youghal, this proposed natural heritage area runs from Claycastle townland at its east end as far west as Gurtaroo. As well as possibly the largest coastal reed bed in County Cork, Ballyvergan Marsh PNHA also contains marram dune and fixed dune habitat. While not as easily accessible as information on SPAs and SACs, you can find information on proposed natural heritage areas on the NPWS website, npws.ie. Again, by clicking on protected sites, you'll be brought to the page where all the different types of nature protected sites in Ireland are listed. If you choose natural heritage areas, that will bring you to a page with a map of all the natural heritage areas in Ireland. Scroll down the page and you'll find a link to where you can download information on all the proposed natural heritage areas. Once you've downloaded the file, if you scroll down to site number 000078, Ballyvergan Marsh, you can read some more information about this proposed natural heritage area. The site synopsis outlines the importance of the PNHA for bird species such as the water rail and the hen harrier, and plants such as wild clary. However, it doesn't mention how important the PNHA, particularly the reedbed, is for invertebrate species, especially moths. And Irish experts on moths are keen to highlight the importance of Ballyvergan Marsh PNHA for these. As well as the reed beds, the PNHA also includes the dunes at Summerfield and Claycastle Hill. The PNHA, the habitats and species found in it are acknowledged for their ecological importance. But at the moment, this site doesn't have any legal protection. However, most local authorities will consider proposed natural heritage areas in planning decisions and when making their development plans. As well as the PNHA and the internationally important SPA and SAC, there are other places and features of local biodiversity value dotted all around Youghal. Frank Keane Park at the north end of town, with its vegetated quarry faces and its woodlands, both dry and wet, is an example of one of these places of local biodiversity importance. Grassy areas such as those along the top of the slob bank and along its sides, as well as grassy areas like those along the Breton Road that are not managed too much, provide a valuable habitat and resource for invertebrates like bees and butterflies, as well as ground nesting birds and small mammals. Even grassy areas in a supermarket car park can provide valuable habitat for wildlife if it's managed in the right way. Some other features of importance for biodiversity in Youghal include old hedgerows, small pockets of woodland, and even shrubs and trees in public parks are also important for wildlife. Even features such as drainage ditches can also be important, as can old stone walls. And you can learn more about these sites and features in the Youghal Biodiversity Action Plan supported by the Community Foundation for Ireland.